Welcome to today's town hall. I'm excited to have you here. We have some people from Australia. We have Rodrigo from Argentina. Welcome, Rodrigo. I'm Santiago. I'm also from Argentina. We have Audrey from Brazil. Pedro, thanks for joining today. Okay, let's get started. I will share my screen. And again, welcome to Turing. If you're looking for high quality US jobs, if you're looking to work for leading edge technologies, then this is the place for you. You've come to the right place. Here at Turing, we want to offer you opportunities that will help you grow your career. To start off, I want to answer some of the most frequently asked questions by developers. So the first question that we get asked, what level of English is necessary to get a job? You need to be good. You need to be a good English communicator. And this is key because our partner companies, they need to have a flawless communication with you. And it's really important to have English proficiency. When working with Turing, do I need to pay US taxes? No need to pay US taxes. We will pay your salary in full and on time. And of course, depending on your country of residence, depending on your home country, you'll need to pay taxes, but not according to US law. It'll depend on the taxes on your country. How is Turing different from other remote-based job providers? So one of the key differentiators between Turing and other platforms is that we offer full-time, long-term roles. We believe that the opportunities that will allow you to grow your career come in the form of a 9-month-long engagement and full-time. Some other platforms are offering kind of gigs, kind of 2-3 month contract kind of thing. But we believe that in order for you to grow your career, you need to have full-time, long-term engagements. So that's what we offer. We're here to help you grow your career because we are investing in the idea that talent is universal. We want to help you grow that talent. We don't want to give you short-term engagement that will not benefit your career. Another of our key differentiators is that our clients are all based in the US, and we not only vet the developers that come to work with us, we also vet the companies that want to hire with us. Some companies come with job opportunities, but if they are not, top 1% engineering organizations, then we don't hire for them. We really want to offer you high quality jobs. One of the most important things here at Turing, we are not offering you short-term gigs like other freelance platforms do. We are offering long-term engagements that will help your career growth. Many people ask us, so how does it work? What do I need to do to become a Turing developer? So we basically split this journey into 3 major parts. The vetting process, it starts with you going into our platform, taking the work experience analysis, and taking different Turing tests that will tell us what is your experience with different software technologies. And then after that, you need to take a coding challenge. Once you pass that vetting process, you will start receiving job offers. We also have a team that we call the Developer Success Team that will help you finalize your US engineering resume. We will help you prepare for interviews if that is necessary. Now, and in my opinion, this is the best thing about Turing. Actually, before your current engagement wraps up, our developer success team will be already looking to match you with your next engagement. So once you become a part of this Silicon Valley caliber community of developers, once you become part of this Turing family, you might never need to apply to a job again, because we will continue connecting you with job opportunities. Okay, now we're going to invite Pedro to the stage. Pedro is a Turing developer. He's from Brazil, and we're excited to have you here. Thank you for coming, Pedro.
Thank you, Santi. Hello, everyone from all over the world. Hello, everyone from Brazil. I am from Brazil too. It's nice to be here again.
Awesome. Thank you for coming, Pedro. We wanted to have you here to tell us a little bit about your experience. To start off, how did you find about Turing?
Well, it's as easy as an Instagram ad popped up for me. I was in the middle of some vetting process already, and I think to myself, why not? Let's try it. And then all my history in Turing began.
Nice. Yeah, and Pedro, how long ago was this?
Yeah, I started working in February of this year, and my vetting process was in end of January. So I was in the middle of a vacation. It was fast, faster than other people that I heard about. So things are real here. That's things that I want to enforce with everyone.
Nice. And Pedro, how was your experience with taking the Turing tests? Sometimes it can seem kind of daunting. How was your experience with that?
So let me just tell a little bit about my background, and then I'll answer your question from there. I started working more than 10 years ago and have been through many technology consultancies and worked with many companies in my life, developing solutions with diversity of technologies that each client presented to us, and trying to adopt newer technologies, frameworks, and concepts in each business challenge I was presented. From service desk solutions to chatbots, custom applications developed from scratch, I worked with a lot of technologies and business goals. And all of my history being a software engineer, a developer, and a technology consultant. So having that background, I have a lot of experience with different technologies. And then when I saw the Instagram ad from Turing, I uploaded my resume, and the machine learning processed all my skills, my history, and my education really got me in. So when I saw the tech stacks, I didn't select just one or two, because I really wanted to be selected for any of the stacks that I know, because I was looking for stability, remote teams management, and to be valued, but by what I delivered, not how much time I spent commuting from one place to the other, or talking and participating in group activities, things like that. So I selected around 19 to 20 tech stacks, and I started doing it. Some of them have a time limit for each of the tech stacks, an hour, 2 hours, maybe. It varies a little bit on the tech stack, but I did it really fast. I did 2 or 3 tech stacks. Before I did each test, I reviewed some of the concepts for that technology. So I selected the React.js plus Node.js, and I reviewed a 30 minutes review of React.js basics and Node.js basics. And then I started doing the tests, and I selected React and Node, I selected Angular and PHP, selected MySQL and Ruby on Rails. And for each one, I did the review, prepared myself, put the mindset, and do the tests. And it was really nice experience because it was fast. I had experience in other vetting processes in other companies. And after I did the tests, it took too long to get a response, after passing the tests. because you can do the test and you can fail, but that's not a problem. And I think it's a good message to everyone that are seeing us right now. Don't be afraid of failing, because you can retake the tests after 3 months. So there's no problem. You just go there, do the best, review the basics, because a lot of things are in our minds while we are doing the test. So focus, do some cleaning, do the review, prepare yourself, be in a quiet place with no people around you to take your focus, and then do it, you know.
And so you mentioned, for example, React. You were already experienced in React, right? But before taking the test, it was helpful to kind of go through the documentation once more, kind of refresh that knowledge, right?
Yeah, and that is important because we are in a timed test. So in my experience, in my work, I am able to do some research and prepare myself for the project, for the feature that I am building. But as we are doing tests and we are in a system that does test people in a timed way, we need to get the information fresh in our mind, because we don't have time to go back and search in our brains how that specific feature is called, how I do specific things, how I write specific functions, how is the life cycle of the framework and specifics of the framework. It's very good to do that refresh in your mind, because you back up everything, put it in your RAM, in your memory, and then you can do the test.
Oh, awesome. Pedro, you also mentioned that after taking the tests, it took some time for you to get an answer from Turing. Is that correct? Or was that your experience with other platforms?
Yeah, with other platforms, it takes too long time to get a response. In Turing, that was a difference, a big difference for me, because I did the tests, I get the score, I passed the test, and in 1 or 2 days, I got the email, I released the live code challenge, I could schedule the challenge, the interview, and in about a week, I did the tests, did the interview, the coding challenge, and I got a job opportunity for myself. In Turing was really fast. In other companies, I am waiting the answer until today. You know, I didn't get the answer at all.
Thank you, Pedro. Is there any other advice that you'd like to give our developers today?
For sure. I was present in some other town halls. So what I see most in the feedback from the public is that you all have a lot of fear in yourselves. That's what we feel, at least for the feedbacks. I'm studying a little more. It's okay to study a little more, but don't be afraid, you know. We don't need to be afraid. We are not monsters here. We just want your best. So do the tests, do some studying. If you think you don't have enough, do some practicing. You have a lot of platforms there, LeetCode, HackerHank. All of those platforms will help you, I can assure you. If you don't pass now, take a break, try to understand where you went wrong, study more, and after 3 months, you can do the tests again. So don't worry, keep trying. We want the best of you.
Exactly. Couldn't have said that better. Okay, let's get started with the Q&A session. Pedro, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Okay. Okay, so we'll start with some of the questions that you have asked us through social media. So this question came from Juan. Hi, I'm from China. Could I join Turing? And the answer is yes. You can join Turing from your home country.
Totally. We work with people from all over the world, Vietnam, India, Brazil, United States. So There's no boundary, boundaryless.
Exactly. Exactly. We have a question from Twitter. So basically this question is, can I get a job with Turing if I have less than 3 years of experience, or if I'm just starting in my software developer journey? The short answer is probably not, because most of the jobs that we have at Turing are for experienced developers that have 3 years of experience or more. Now, please come to Turing after you have those 3 years of experience, and we're eager to help you. For exceptional talent, there might be some exceptions, but these are really rare. Most of our jobs are for developers with 3 or more years of experience. Pedro, do you have any advice for HR1 Shu? Like, how can he prepare to,
I think it's a good strategy for us developers to know how to be tested. So as you can retake the tests, it's very nice. You can do a dry run, do the tests, see what is expected to be known for each tech stack, and then study those concepts. It's easy as this, and you can be involved with Turing community, following the social media, be in the platform, getting the news, because you will know what is the most demanded tech stack in the market. And if you like that technology, you can prepare yourself, taking the tests, failing, and then studying to be prepared. And then that is the academic part, the study part, and you can try to do some projects for yourself to get experience. Don't be afraid. Don't stop yourself. Get involved to know what you need to know.
Thanks, Pedro. Next question. So what are the weekly working hours for Turing developers? We offer full-time engagements. Now, depending on where you live, generally working hours are really flexible. We require that you have at least a 4-hour overlap with our partner companies, but it's really flexible. It depends on the job opportunity. So full-time, but you can choose in which part of the day you do that work.
Yeah, you don't need to work from 9 to 6 p.m. You can, but you need to work full time. So you can start 10, you can start 8, you can end wherever you are, wherever you want. You'll have the flexibility. Oh, I need to go out to do some appointment in my doctor or whatever. You can do that and then come and work to a little later. You have the flexibility of working remote.
Okay. Let's start with the first question from the audience. Can you see the question correctly?
Yeah.
From Besad. Is there any guarantee to be paid timely? Pedro, do you want to take on this one?
Yeah, it's guaranteed. If you have the job, you will be paid on time, as Santiago told in the beginning. That is one of the most important things that Turing wants to assure for the developers. You will be paid,
Yeah. At the end of the month, we are partnered with a payroll company.
Yeah.
And, they offer lots of ways for you to withdraw your money. But yeah, you will be paid on time every month. Thanks for the question, Besad.
Thanks, Besad.
Okay, let's move to the next one. From Vanuti, a bachelor's degree is required. So it's good to have a bachelor's degree, but here at Turing, we focus more and we give more weight to the skills and the talent that you have rather than your pedigree, rather than where you studied, or even if you have a computer science degree. If you have experience like work experience in other companies, and maybe in order to learn programming, you did certifications instead of a bachelor's degree. If you have the skills and the talent, that will weigh way more than just having a bachelor's degree. Pedro, anything you would like to add here?
Sure. Thanks, Vanuti, for your question. And yeah, I totally agree with Santiago answer, because here we match jobs and resumes based on what you tell us that you did. So we focus on projects descriptions, experience of work, screenshots of your projects. All of those information count more than your education. Here we focus on your experience and skills. So that's a tip for everyone hearing us.
Thanks, Pedro. And thanks, Vanuti, for the question. Okay, let's go to the next one from Joel Alvarez. How much percentage we need to give to Turing when we found a job? 0. Okay, we pay your salary in full. And once you start working as a Turing developer, it doesn't work as other freelancer platforms do or other recruitment agencies. Like they take a part of whatever you make. We pay your salary in full. From David, is there part-time opportunities? We don't have a lot of part-time opportunities. Most of them are
less frequent.
Exactly. Question from Rodrigo. How is the transparency payment contract for people from Brazil? I'm glad we have Pedro here. So we're partnered with a payroll company, and they offer lots of ways for you to withdraw your money. Now, Pedro, do you have any advice for Brazil specifically?
Yeah. Hey, Rodrigo, thanks for your question. And here in Brazil, as I think it works all over the world, that platform that Santiago told you will provide ways of withdrawing your money, Swift transactions. You can use PayPal, and you can use Wise Transfer, or even withdraw in Bitcoins. And that's the part of withdrawing the money, but they provide you an invoice, automatic contract all through the platform, and you can use that to do the legal stuff here, to declare money to the government and all the kind of stuff. So it's easy.
Thanks, Pedro. Thanks, Rodrigo, for the question. Okay, let's go with Alfredo's question. Even though I passed the tests, I feel I'm not so experienced. Is that a concern? Pedro, would you like to take on this one?
Not at all. You always have new things to learn, new challenges to beat. So it's good, because having that concern, I think, for myself, would drive me to search for more knowledge, to be humble and know that we don't know all the stuff, and we always need to keep up studying and keep updated with the technologies and the new things that going out every day. So it can be read as a quality, not a concern. So if you use that wisely, it will help you through your journey.
For sure. Thanks, Pedro. And let me add to that. So here at Turing, jobs come to you. You do all these tests, and we help you improve your resume, etc., etc., and jobs will come directly to you. So I would say if you feel you're not so experienced, give it a try. And if jobs don't start coming immediately, because sometimes because you don't have enough experience, you can continue working somewhere, you can continue studying, you can continue preparing, and come back to Turing, keep your profile updated until you have that experience, and that will improve your chances of being matched, and eventually you will get the US job that you're looking for. So hope that gives you some guidance, Alfredo. Thanks for the question. Question from Mitt. How you justify top 1% developer in the world? That's a great question. So if you take the tests, if you pass the coding challenge, then you will be in the top 1% community. And we know that because we have the data. We have more than 500,000 developers from all over the world. And so the criteria for these tests is proven to help us find this top 1% talent.
Yeah.
I would say one of the key differentiators with Turing is that we leverage technology. So compared to other freelance platforms, we have lots of data. It gives us the confidence that we're really finding this talent with our machine learning algorithms and AI mechanisms in our matching team. Pedro, would you like to add something to this?
No, that's it. We have the data. We have our criteria to narrow this, as you told. So nothing to add. That's it.
Awesome. We have a question from Kevin. Is there any paid training program that I could apply to prepare myself to land a job with Turing? I bet there is. There are lots.
I think all those platforms, Udemy, LinkedIn, Learning, all the other platforms that teaches you, put you to learning path for any kind of technology, machine learning, artificial intelligence, algorithms, JavaScript, Java, Python, all of those. Any platform, any way that you can get that knowledge for yourself and train and get experience on it will help you prepare yourself.
Thanks for the question, Kevin.
Thanks, Kevin.
Question from Ibn. Will the salary credited through Turing or directly from the company? Your salary will come in full from Turing. Once you become a Turing developer, you will be engaged with other companies in different projects, but you will continue being a Turing developer. So yeah, we make sure that you paid on time every month.
That's it.
Thanks for the question, Evan. Is there any leave policy? Yes, there is. Pedro, would you like to talk about your experience with the leave policy? Have you taken vacation so far? It's not been so long, but...
Yeah, it's not been so long. I didn't take now, but I know that I have to talk to my manager because we just need to plan the sprints and the tasks. So you must let him know that you're gonna be out after a while, and then he will plan, and everything's fine, you know.
Yeah. Again, flexible hours, and you know, if you want to program a leave for something, yeah, there's no problem with that. Just need to talk with your manager before. Okay, question from that. Do I need to work at US working hours? It's midnight in my country. Again, flexible hours. We ask that you have at least a 4-hour overlap with the company that you're working for. But again, this is pretty flexible. Once you get acquainted with your manager, you can also talk about this. I mean, the reason behind this is you need communication. And so even though you're going to be doing development work, you need to be able to attend meetings, things like that.
Being a remote company, you do the async communications, mostly text-based, but sometimes in a week it's good to meet so you can talk to your fellows, plan what you're doing, and you know that's a good thing to approach everyone as a team, to be stronger as a team. I think we told that, but here we have a strong team culture for everybody. So it's very nice to spend some time face to face, even in the camera, with your team, you know. It's very good.
Thanks, Pedro. And thanks for the question.
Yeah, thanks, Santiago. Thanks everyone seeing us. Thanks Turing for the event. I'm always pleased to participate here, and I hope I can help everyone lose their fears and know that we are working to be the best platform and to give you tools to get a US job. Thanks everyone again.
Thank you for coming.